Hey, what's up everybody? Morph here with yet another Duet Night Abyss video. That's right, I checked out the latest 1.3 update of Duet Night Abyss. So is it good? Is it bad? Here it is. This is the no holds barred, unpaid, no shilling review on the latest update of Duet Night Abyss. Let's start off with the graphical update. More specifically, the lighting. The change was barely noticeable in the new regions. However, the starting area, Purgatorio Island, looks absolutely amazing compared to before the patch or before the update. This is a good change specifically for new players because you want the first area you see in the game to look amazing to keep you interested. I think this is a W change. Now, let's talk about the new maps in the game. Haojing, the capital city of Huashu, the outer peaks where the drifters live, where Queso and Yiming's from. Yeah, that was a place. Taishu Mausoleum, where the final part of the story takes place. And lastly, the Yolai Alley, probably the best looking map among all of them. I will not sugarcoat this. The new maps are lifeless and boring. Haojing feels like a dead capital city. Yeah, there are people around barely, and there's no noise. There's nothing going on. There's not even music in some of the areas of this map. It is a huge disappointment. There are some parts that look good, but mostly below mid. The outer peaks has been a place I have been building up in my mind and my head to be a place where people train on high misty mountains with bridges between them. I guess it kind of looks like that, but still a miss. The Taishu Mausoleum, honestly, that place looked pretty good as the final area. I liked it. I liked the effect with the two drag. It was just it was a nice area. All right, that place, cool. Yolai Alley is the best looking map with the ghostly Wishin Village vibe to it. I really like this part of this update. This little area is the only part of the new region that I like outside of the mausoleum, but the mausoleum's like it's okay, but this village, this alleyway, it's cool. It really has like that ghostly feel to it. I really like it. Now let's talk about the story without spoiling anything. Still, it's nowhere near as good as 1.0. I am quite disappointed to say the least. It felt like the story was handled with kiddie gloves. You'll see once you get through the story. It's nowhere near as gritty and dark as 1.0, which I really need. I need that. It kept me on my toes. It made me want to know what's happening next. Right now, honestly, this whole Huashu thing was a disaster, and I'm glad that it's finally over. Now let's talk about the new group activity called Showdown, which is kind of another letdown. It's basically Hedge with expulsion and a new defend and escort the robot that moves really, really slow. The rewards are fairly decent, similar to Chase, but if you consume your weeklies on Showdown, you get less wedges. But you can target farm the wedge that you want easier. I'm a Gamba man, so I like to Gamba. I rather get more wedges than a bunch of them, and then I get some of the currency to target the ones that I really want. There's still a limit to it. So anyway, I still feel like Chase is better. As a replayable, farmable content, Showdown has potential to be good. The only problem is the robot part, the robot part in the end just moves way too slow. If it was moving faster, then I can see this as a farmable piece of content. A group of friends can be like, "Yo, you want to do some Showdown? Yeah, let's hang out, drink some beer, eat some wings or whatever." while playing video games, you can do that with your friends. That is the only new game mode out this patch, Showdown. And like I said, it's a little bit of a letdown. Characters, new and old, get some love finally. Suyi is here and she looks absolutely amazing. And though her playstyle feels sluggish, you know what I mean? That sword be moving so slow and she shoots out the missiles and stuff kind of slowly. But then you make like a big kaboom attack in the end, which is pretty damn cool to look at and does quite a lot of damage. However, exploration wise, she is probably the best because she can fly around fast without hearing the piercing ascent. There's none of that noise. It's just you're just flying. It looks good. Plus, you get to see her booty with the new skin. It's nice. It's really nice. She also gets her myriad skin. Like I said, she has that new skin which looks good. However, there's a little bit of controversy with her new skin because it gets a little bit greedy yet again. She gets the first skin with evolutions. That's kind of cool, right? Like in Apex, you get the mythic skin or whatever and then you can evolve that skin. However, in Apex, you can evolve it for free with gameplay, just using the character, killing a bunch of people or stuff, like completing things, dealing this amount of damage, it evolves the skin. However, in this game, it doesn't evolve that way. You're gonna need to spend premium prisms, those shard, whatever thingies, to get your skin, like on a different character. Yeah, you're gonna need that. That feels kind of bad because it's gonna cost you around 21 prisms to get the full upgrade of your skin. When we had Fushu, where we only paid 25 prisms for the skin, or we got the skin by a pull, and we get the full upgrade of it. All the effects are there. Kind of feels a little bit scummy, but yeah, I like the idea of the evolving skin, but I wish it was free evolutions via gameplay. Camilla isn't here yet, so we can't talk about her, but we can talk about Hellfire and Rebecca's i7. Oh, wait. We can't get those till May. However, the i7 does look promising. I have to say, I am very excited for the i7 Hellfire. On paper, reading it, it looks like it's going to be a banger Hellfire build that I have in mind. This update also gave us the first character-specific Demon Wedge, which I hope every character in the game will get, new or old. Doesn't matter if they're 1.0 characters or 3.0, I want all of them to have character-specific wedges. They added more demon wedges, which is always a good thing, but I haven't grinded them out yet. I'll be honest with you guys. Also, my motivation to grind them is not yet there based on how I feel about this patch or this update, but I'll get to that in just a little bit. Finally, was this update a W or an L? It's honestly a W in my book, as I can see signs that what I wanted out of the game, seeing the i7 and character specific wedges, makes me excited for what's to come. However, there are also concerning and glaring things I noticed while playing the main story. The voice actor on the English side of things is absolutely terrible. It almost feels like they had no budget for it. A lot of the NPCs, they all had the same voice actor, I'm pretty damn sure, and it was really really bad. I noticed that the JP, or the Japanese voice actors, were way better, and I think that's where majority of the budget went for voice acting. It went to the JP side of things. The English was horrendous, really bad. The gods and several key NPCs didn't even have a voice, which was disappointing. And the cutscenes were so limited. There were very few cutscenes, and a lot of them were unimpressive, which leaves me to believe that budget is an issue in Duet Night Abyss. Hwashu is finally over. We can only hope that 1 point whatever updates are done and the 2.0 will breathe new life into the game, which could hopefully bring in more players. This update is a 5 out of 10. That's it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like. Also, let me know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe for more Morph content. And I'll see you all on the next video. Peace.